Paltrocast.
Captain Sandy, how is your day going aside from having to do press?
Hi, Darren. It's going great. Although I just got a chocolate chip on my white pants from eating these Chips Ahoy cookies. I am really happy to be here to celebrate their 60th birthday. But bad news is I have some chocolate on my pants.
I was actually going to lead in with a compliment. Go, you look very well rested. How much of that has to do with Chips Ahoy? But I think you beat me to it.
Yeah, well, being rested is the sleep. But the cookie is the energy. What can I say? So, yeah, I'm happy to be here. It's great to be in Miami, to go out on a boat with them, to have this fan experience, part of their sweepstakes, their 60th fun birthday celebration, and to be able to eat cookies all day. I mean, that's like, it's like guilt-free. It's the cookie day.
Well, one more Chips Ahoy question, and then I'm going to ask about you, the wonderful human being that's inspiring. Do you have a favorite of the Chips Ahoy varieties out there?
The original, Darren. The original.
Okay, that's a fair question. Well, as I said, inspirational human being, because you get to represent your industry in a fabulous, fantastic way. For example, most people think they're going to be anonymous when they learn how to navigate the high seas. Not in your case. When did you kind of realize that there was an alternate career path rather than just being, say, in the military, just being on a cruise ship, that kind of a thing?
Honestly, I never really sought TV. I love my industry. It's a great industry. I always say it actually changed my life. You're shoulder to shoulder with the decision makers in the planet. People spend so much time trying to get next to the people that you're shoulder to shoulder with on the bridge, having, a drink with, and just like a normal conversation you're on holiday with. It's really incredible. And to be asked to be on a TV show, because I didn't seek it, I was like on the fence. I wasn't going to do it. My friends were like, it'll ruin your career. Are you kidding me? Don't do it. And I kept going back and forth, and I thought it landed in my lap. Why not? I have everything to gain and nothing to lose. So
well said. Well said. Every person I've ever spoken with who is an officer of the sea, you call them Captain Blank, meaning the blank being their last name. In your case, you're Captain Sandy. So it's different. Was that something that took getting used to, becoming called by your first name so openly?
No, because in the yacht world, you're always called by your first name. I think in the military world, you're called by your last name. But in our world, because we're in a personable holiday experience with people, it's a first name basis. So when you're creating someone's holiday with their families, it's first name. So they'll say Captain Glenn, Captain Lee. Like, although I think Lee is his middle name, but like Captain Sandy, it's first name basis because you're having that experience with them. And their first name basis, you start off calling the client Mr. So-and-so, and they'll say, oh no, call me Jim, because you're experiencing their holiday with them.
Mm-hmm. As we established earlier, you weren't chasing the Hollywood or entertainment side. It just happened very organically. But do you remember the first time that you heard about the show Below Deck?
Yes, I in my industry hated it. And I never watched it. And then finally one day I watched it, and I was like, it's kind of accurate. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why everybody's so freaked out about it, because I love that it highlights what captains go through for owners. The reason I'm asking to get paid this is because I deal with this. Then I take them to sea. I'm responsible for their lives. And you want me to make money with your boat at the same time. So yeah, I want to get paid this. And then when they watch the show, they go, oh my gosh, that's what they deal with. Because a good captain protects the owner from all the drama.
Yeah. In speaking with people who've worked on cruise ships, because they were either in the band, they were server, etc., they tell me, hey, back of house, there is a bar for the crew people. There is stuff for the people to do back of house. But on a smaller boat like this, that's not the case. So when you have your downtime, what do you like to do?
Well, we're very different from cruise ships. We're not 3,000 something passengers. We don't have 1,400 crew. Mm-hmm. It's basically 12 crew to 12 guests. So it's 1-to-1. And we're docking we're not anchoring off and putting people in boats to go ashore in droves. It's a personal experience. It is a catered experience. So it's 1-to-1 ratio so they have that incredible feeling that they're on a super yacht. It's pretty cool because we're not allowed. So on a cruise ship, they're off duty, they're allowed to drink. On a yacht, we're never off duty, right? Because we have lives to save. It's very different. We don't have bars on board for our crew. The crew are allowed to drink when they're off duty, but not when we're on charter. So if they're off duty on charter, they can't drink. It's the law. It's against the law because you're on 24/7 to save a life. So you always you can't be impaired. Imagine your pilot an airplane taking Valium or taking some drugs and taking a nap.
Right. Yeah, so what I think I'm hearing right now is the months when you're at sea, you are always on call. There is no downtime. You are Captain Sandy. And the second that you're not being filmed and you're not on the boat, you go off the grid.
Yes, of course. Like, even if we're back at a dock, so if we're in between charters, one person has to stay on watch. So one person on board can't drink. So they're on a 24-hour watch schedule. The rest can go get plastered. It doesn't matter. Like, as long as we're not on charter or at sea.
So you are a responsible human being when you need to be, which is pretty much all the time.
Yes. Well, yeah, I'm not always responsible, not in my personal life, but yes, I'm a child at heart. I have fun, but I want the crew to have fun, more importantly. So when they work really hard, go play hard, work hard, play hard. That's the motto. And
then 2 questions and I'll let you go. The first one is, whenever you are on a popular reality show, usually the next steps are lecture circuit / memoir. Do you think that's something that we could see from you in a couple of years?
Well, I have a book out called Be the Calm or Be the Storm. It's a leadership book that the fans asked for. And I did speaking before the show, but yeah, I do a lot of corporate speaking on leadership.
Got it. So now that you have that, then the next step is the fashion line, correct?
Honestly, it's about having experiences. Yes, I have a lot of clothes. I had to change all of it because I'm on TV. I'm like, man, it's a lot of pressure. I could just live in shorts and a tank top for the rest of my life and live in Key West. I'd be perfectly happy.
Okay. The last question I have for you, it might be stupid or I might get something innovative here. The genre called yacht rock is one of my favorite things to listen to musically. How familiar are you with the term yacht rock in the musical genre? No, it's great. It's great. They did a great thing. I love it. But I am honestly a Southern rock and roll girl. So Marshall, Tucker, Skinner, Allman Brothers, that kind of thing?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, the next time I interview you, we're going to talk about Southern rock, the fashion line, and how great Chips Ahoy is. But in the meantime, Captain Sandy, thank you for your time. I'm really looking forward to what's to come from you. Yeah, well, you got to go have a Chips Ahoy cookie and celebrate their 60th birthday because this is pretty awesome. And good luck getting the stains out of those white pants from the chocolate chips. I am going to get it out now. Thank you. It was awesome. You're awesome.
Paltrocast.